I want to review this video quickly for those who are in the video watching mode on rantsofizzo.com or the Spreely TV app for your Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. You can see the video. You can download the Freedom Hub app for your smartphone. I do not believe this video has audio, but I'm going to play. This is Chicago police. They stop apparently an alleged retail theft person, which blows me the fuck away because I'm surprised retail theft is even being prosecuted. We went from, I think, $150 being a felony when I first started in 2001. Now it's like $900. And you could just at the cost of living. I don't give a shit. I don't know. The one thing I can't stand, and I am judgmental, I was a suburban cop, and Chicago cops, I think, are just, they're not well trained. They're not well trained at all. They don't get the funding they deserve. They don't get the support they deserve. You get a lot of fucking cops I would not trust to do shit. Their tactics suck. And it is what it is. I think they're glorified bouncers is what they are. And they show up in swarm numbers, swarm fucking numbers on calls. You can get a traffic stop and have like 20 squads there. It's like, if that was my department, you'd get command staff on there on your radio going, get the fuck out of there and go do something else, because you don't need that many cops on a scene where the public looks like you're wasting all those resources. 4 female cops who interact with a black male shoplifter subject. I'm going to play this, and we're going to look at this. Okay. This is 600 block of Ashland. There's 2 cops already talking, both females to one guy. 2 more females get out of the squad, pull up. All right, walking over. Okay, good to see 1 flanks him. 1 actually gets behind him, and 3 are in front of him. I don't know, whatever that is. I would do too. And there's also a thing called contact cover officer. One of the things I can't stand about law enforcement, or couldn't stand, is if I'm dealing with a subject and you show up on scene as my backup, shut your fucking mouth. Don't try to take over the scene. I can't hear audio for this, so I don't know what they're saying. But now you got 3 looking at 1 person. It should be 1 person talking and engaging. The other 3 should be flanking him and making sure that he has nowhere to run outside of it, and just watching. Watch his hands, watch his movement. They should be having their mouths shut and watching for the actions of the person. And continue on with this. All right, 1 starts to move a little bit. All right, so now here's the deal. In this position, you can see he puts his hands up. I'm going to armchair quarterback this. Only because, why the fuck not, right? Could I do better? I don't. Yes, I could. If they told him that he was under arrest, or he would put his hands behind his back, and I don't hear the audio for this, he puts his hands up in the air. You can see both these, 1 cop puts her hands on the shoulder of the suspect. The cop to the right, I don't know what that's going to do. You got to go for a weaker leverage point. So the wrist, the elbow is a stronger leverage point. The shoulder is going to be even stronger leverage point on there. So number 1, you're setting yourself up for fucking failure. All right, she's trying to climb up his arms. They can't get his arms down. This is surveillance camera footage. Right now, all right, this is perfect defense. This is where I'll come to the aid and defense of the police officers in this position, right? He's got like a, what we would call like an infant. When a baby's born, they have their hands like really tight, close to their bodies, a fetal position. You're strong there. You're fucking strong. Have anybody hold their hands right at their sternum like that and then try to pry their arms apart. It's hard as hell. The further away your hands are from your body, the weaker you are. They're going to now try to pull his hands away from his body as he's doing the typical pleading incarceritis. It wasn't me. I don't want to go to jail. Oh my God. Throw in the fact he is black. I can see 1 female cop looks black. I don't know what the other one is. This one here has a fucking water bottle in her hand as she's just standing and watching. Please tell me you're new. You're an FTO. You're new. We'll take that into consideration. You're brand new on that, right? You got a fucking water bottle in your hand. You should have the taser at the ready, or OC would be a shitstorm because you're going to blast them too. You should have the taser ready. Take a step back, pull your taser, get it at the ready, but you got a water bottle in your hand. I will guarantee the cops in general, especially CPD, are so fucking sick and tired of hearing about them being racist that it screws with their head. Very famous police video, like, oh God, that's got to be 4 or 5 years ago. Female cop goes to take a black subject into custody, and she just gets the shit beat out of her. Fucking tuned up. And she told then the superintendent, I can't remember who it was, I could picture him clear as day, she didn't want to be the next YouTube sensation. So your psychology automatically is going to go, I can't go as hard on this. I don't need to crank this black guy's arm up so that he'll scream, help, they're beating me. Because these shitbag subjects will 100% fucking do this. 100%. Going to wind up, oh my God, oh please, no, she's killing me. Oh, please don't shoot me. They cause a spectacle. They fucking cause a spectacle. But let's continue. So I don't think they're going to go, excuse me, as hard as they should. At this point, if you have made the decision, look, they're still trying to pry his arm. They're trying to pry his arm away. 2-on-1, he's fighting. This guy's at such an advantage of winning right now because he could kick the shit out of all of them. Because they're ask, tell, make. Again, I have no audio. Sir, put your hands behind your back, please. Didn't want to do it? Crank, or tell him, put your hands behind your back. Doesn't want to do it? Crank those fucking arms up. They should, at this point, because once you go hands-on, that's where the danger is. They should go from 0 to red until the threat's eliminated. If they decide to put him into custody, handcuffs, and he is not allowing them to do that, he is an active resistor. Active. If he keeps his hands here, you know, some are going to argue it's a passive resistance because he's not doing anything. No, you're actively resisting, right? If he says, no, I really don't want to go, nah, that's actively resisting. There's a fine line between the very initial stages of active and passive resistance. This is an active resistance, absolutely active, because he's not allowing them. He's obstructing. He's resisting a peace officer. He's obstructing them from doing their job. Okay, let's keep going. They're still talking to him, pleading. They're not, dude, oh my God. He started, look at this, twisting. This one's still with the fucking water bottle in her hand. She's got, oh my God. CPD, what you doing? Please tell me she's new. Look at this broad. This one goes, she's got 2 water bottles, 1 in each hands. Look at her. She's got to be new. She looks at her pocket, what do I do with these? And then puts them the fuck down. One lets go. They try to go on. She's still not hands-on. Holy shit. Yeah, this is what you get for the people. And they're all overweight. All of these cops are fat. All of them. They're still trying. This guy he's at the very basic of actively resisting. He's not fighting them. He's just not allowing them to put his hands behind his back. One finally pulls out her cuffs. Put those cuffs on in any position and then torque it. Use that fucking cuff as leverage to rip the guy's bones and skin behind his back. Holy shit. These fat cops cannot take this guy into custody because they're afraid. They're afraid to be persecuted by the court of public opinion. Now, oh, look, now there's a cop. He's got one cuff on, and that becomes a weapon because the latch of the cuff is open. All he has to do is swing his arm at someone in one of those eyes. Man, he's going to cut your face right open. All of them have the taser available. All of them have the taser available. You are lawfully allowed to use the taser, which I can't stand because it has a high degree of failure rate, especially in the winter months when you're wearing several layers of clothing. The X26 taser, whatever they wind up employing, I don't fucking know its usefulness anymore. None of you get a taser out? Not one of you decides to go hands off and yell taser, 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 and even drive stun. You could drive stun him. It's like pain compliance. He's actively resisting at this point. Holy shit. All right, they got you're none of this shit. There's at least 500 pounds of female cop on him. Oh, look, she goes for a choke. Look at this. This is where's the ACLU? Look at this. She got her hands around her neck. That's a policy violation. but it's the safest fucking tactic on the planet. If she could actually get a rear naked choke in, this would be one of those times you deploy a rear naked choke, the person's out instantly. But that's a policy violation right there. I didn't think you could do that. Can't she get sued or terminated for this one? But let's keep, this is also the point. This is the point for when you are out of shape, when you are fat, when you do not know how to do your job, and when your mental capacity isn't there to win the fight, you resort to a higher deadly scenario of tactics. So because she can't control the arm and she's fat, what does she do? She goes right up to his neck, because that's your body's automatic response of, how do I win this fight? Because I am losing this. So you're going to fall back on what you're scared of doing or scared to, and you're going to do it anyways. It's a bunch of shit. Let's finish this up. They can't even get him down. He's got a cuff on his wrist, which is a weapon. It's a fucking weapon. They should grab that cuff. To be honest, oh man, he can't do, this is ridiculous. Grab the cuff and you grab it by the metal and you step back, because his arm can't fight all of your body weight, and you got a lot of fucking body weight. Stand back, stretch out the arm. Now you got leverage, and then start forcing him down to the ground. This is shit tactics. Cops do not get trained. They just don't fucking get trained. Let's see what else we have. Oh, look at one had to let go. They lost this fucking fight. This is embarrassing. They out of breath, out of fucking shape, fat cops. And they just happen to be female. And then this truck is going to block our view. I think he's looking. Yeah, the trucker's actually stopping and looking to see what needs to be done, if anything. That's an embarrassment. It's a fucking embarrassment. And at the same time, too, these are the standards of where law enforcement is. Hi, I'm Dominic Izzo, host of the Rants of Izzo show here on Spreely Media. If you like what you just saw and you want more rants, be sure to go to rantsofizzo.com or download the Freedom Hub app for your smartphone for articles, full shows, podcasts, and more. On behalf of all of us here at Spreely Media, thanks for watching.